Today I'll talk about customer feedback. It is very important for customer satisfaction management. This is outline of my lecture. First I'll talk about customer satisfaction management. Then I talk about benefits of customer satisfaction. Then I talk about customer feedback in detail. That is types of customer feedback, sources of customer feedback, limitations of customer feedback, and finally data analysis. So first of all, customer satisfaction management. Customer satisfaction is the measure of how product or service meet or surpass a customer expectation. Customer satisfaction is a function of customers' pre-purchase expectations and his post-purchase perceived performance of the product or service. Customers' expectation and perceptions are created in his mind and hence are influenced by all the factors that influence his physical and emotional environment, including social, cultural, political, economic, geographical factors. Moreover, suppliers' own promotional activities may substantially influence the customer's expectations. So, the environment of the customer and promotional activities, both of these influence the expectations in customer's mind. In addition to a good product or service, the customer also expects to be treated with courtesy and honesty. Measurement, analysis, monitoring of customer satisfaction, and adoption of corrective measures based on those analyses to enhance it has been emphasized in ISO 9001 standard. Measure of customer satisfaction, a leading indicator of customer repurchase intention and loyalty. Loyalty is a continued patronage by a customer towards their supplier. Loyalty of customer has been established to be a function of customer satisfaction, of course, switching barriers, that is, barriers for switching by customer, voice of customer in the form of customer complaints. So, all these three factors, they influence customer loyalty. So, what are the steps in customer satisfaction management? First of all, we need to define our customer satisfaction. What do we mean by customer satisfaction in our context? Then measurement of customer satisfaction based on customer feedback. I'll talk about in detail about customer feedback. Then data collected is analyzed. Then application of control to enhance customer satisfaction. Then benefits of customer satisfaction. There is shift in demand versus price curve upward and or make the slope of curve steeper, that is lower price elasticity, higher margins of profit. The other benefit is reduced marketing cost, lower transaction cost, increased customer retention and customer lifetime value, reduced cost of replacing lost customer, increased cross-selling, lower front-time personnel turnover, and customer satisfaction as a leading indicator of customer repurchase intention and loyalty, as I have already described. Now, let us see how to obtain customer feedback in detail and what are the limitations and how to analyze the data obtained. So the only practical way to evaluate the level of customer satisfaction or lack of customer satisfaction with a product or service is through monitoring and analysis of feedback received from customer. Spontaneous and unsolicited feedback received from the customer is useful to a limited extent. For a structured customer feedback, the supplier has to be very careful in designing and executing a strategy. So what are the benefits of customer feedback? It indicates the level of customer satisfaction, and also it can reveal other focus areas needing special attention. Then what are the types of customer feedback? I have taken this from this site. They have described these types of customer feedback. First one is customer satisfaction feedback, what we are talking today. Then product and brand health feedback, how the brand and products are perceived by customers. Brand loyalty feedback, sales feedback, customer preference feedback. Then what are the sources of customer feedback? This is very important. So customer feedback is obtained from either of these sources. One is return of product by the customer, then invoking of warranty clause by the customer. These are negative, but these are important source of customer feedback. Then customer satisfaction studies by survey, either by post, email, by telephonic contact, or by personal interview, or use of social media. I'll talk about social media in detail. Then content analysis of reports from customer organizations, trade associations, and industry group information. Then direct customer interaction from a single customer or from a group of very few customers. Then benchmarking data may be a source of feedback. Focus group meeting, I'll talk about focus group meetings in detail. Then usability testings, which include exploratory usability testing, comparative usability testing, usability evaluation. Then online customer reviews. Nowadays, customers, they uh, type their reviews online, which are read by uh, other potential customers. Then customer complaints. So these are the sources of customer feedback. Now let us see about focus group meeting. A focus group is a body of 6 to 12 carefully selected customers who are highly valued by the supplier, and they are willing to participate in these meetings. They are able to articulate issues and convenient to invite to such group meetings. So it is a group of 6 to 12 carefully selected customers who are willing to participate and who are able to articulate issues. A trained facilitator, that is supplier's representative, mediates the focus group meetings. The focus group meet to brainstorm about future products, to define the nuances of satisfiers and dissatisfiers, to provide pointers toward optimal trade-off between price and features, to suggest ways to resolve any special issues, to examine suppliers' promotional efforts, servicing efficiency, present product range, etc. So it is much more than simple customer feedback. Then use of social media for customer satisfaction analysis or customer feedback. These are the uses, various platforms. So one is dedicated Twitter support account. The other is Facebook polls. Then web chat, website forms, website pop-up windows. These are not very popular. Then online communities, they may be a source of feedback. Then study of on-site activity. This may be studied automatically using analytical tools. Then blog post comments. So these are the social media sources of customer feedback. Then I have taken from this site very beautiful description or steps of how to handle customer complaints. As we have seen that customer complaint is a negative but an important source of customer feedback. So whenever one of the customer complaints, so we should listen with concern and empathy. We should isolate the guest or customer if possible so that other customers won't overhear. We should stay calm, don't argue with the customer. Be aware of customers' self-esteem. Show a personal interest in the problem. Try to use the customer's name frequently. And we should not insult the guest. Guest here is customer. Give the customer your undivided attention. Concentrate on the problem, not on placing blame. We should take notes. We should tell the customer what can be best done, offer choices to him, but we should not promise the impossible and we should not exceed our authority. We should set an approximate time for completion of corrective actions. And we should actually monitor the progress and follow up. I have taken from this site, and this is very beautifully described here. What should be done in case when a customer complains? Then a little bit about limitations of customer feedback. There may be lack of customers' awareness about value of customer feedback. There may be lack of time to fill up customer feedback questionnaire sheets. There may be lack of willingness to participate in customer feedback analysis. There may be skepticism and unfounded caution against suppliers' possible real intentions which inhibit customers. So finally, about data analysis. Data analysis, I'll talk about analysis of improvement and performance as described by Chakrabarti in the year 2003. I have given reference at the end. Then the other data analysis is customer satisfaction scoring. Then net promotion score or NPS. So let us first see the analysis of improvement and performance by Chakrabarti. So Chakrabarti in his paper in the year 2003 described the data analysis. What he has done is he has made a cross tabulation of parameters versus companies. So it is the analysis of similar business entities in an industry, that is company 1, 2, 3, and so on, and various parameters included in the study as P1, P2, P3, and so on. So these rows are corresponding to parameters and the columns corresponds to various companies in the same industry. So these are the example of some of the parameters like pre-sales contact, availability, after-sales service, technical specifications, timely delivery, price, behavioral of aspects of personnel, then billing and accounts, packaging, commercial terms. These are some of the parameters which can be studied in these rows, and these are various companies. So this D here, D11 means the score of company 1 on parameter 1. So this D11 is score of company 1 in parameter 1. And this D21 is score of company 1 parameter 2. So these are the scoring, current year scoring on various parameters of first company. And these are the scorings on the parameters of company 2, that is current year. And delta 11 is the difference between current year score, that is this, and previous year score. So these are the differences as compared to previous year of first company. These are differences of second company, and these are the differences of the third company. And these are average differences, and these are the average score of companies of these parameters. So these two are averages. So improvement is defined as improvement of company 1 in parameter 1 is defined as average of differences minus the difference of the parameter. So that is this average minus this. This is improvement, and performance of company 1 in parameter 1 is this average score minus this current score of the company. So this is the performance. So we can calculate improvement and performance. And if when we cross tabulate the performance and improvement, the good performance and good improvement, then the situation is great going. Whereas when both the things are worse, then it is the wake up call. And so these are the other classification of various scores. of performance and improvement. So now, customer satisfaction scoring. Customer satisfaction score measure customer satisfaction with a business, purchase, or interaction. So any particular interaction may be studied using customer satisfaction score. It can be easily obtained by asking a simple question such as how satisfied were you with your experience? For example, if we have administered 100 total questions and 60 of them received a favorable response, then the customer satisfaction score would be 60%. So this is very simple to calculate. Then net promotion score or NPS is a simple metric that yields powerful insights into two important aspects of business, that is loyalty and brand advocacy. NPS is a measure NPS is measured by asking customers the likelihood of recommending a product or service to a family or a friend. The respondents rate their score on the opinion scale of 0 to 10, where 0 being very unlikely and 10 being extremely likely. So this is the loyalty and brand advocacy scoring, that is NPS or net promotion score. So based on the score, we divide the customers into promoters, passives, and detractors. So if score is between 9 to 10, the customer is labeled as promoter. If score is between 7 and 8, it is the customer is labeled as passive. So NPS is equal to percentage of promoters minus percentage of detractors. So this is all for today. Finally, the comparison between the net promotion score and customer satisfaction scoring. I have taken from this image from this internet site. So it is as illustrated in this. This is a short-term measure. It focuses on customer satisfaction in a short term, where NPS is a long-term measure and it focuses on customer loyalty. So this is the reference of Chakrabarti on his paper in 2003. Thank you very much.